안녕.
Welcome to Running Man Reviews and Reactions.
And always don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And lastly, please support us on our Patreon. Alright, guys?
Now let's get it. So that was Running Man episode 547, titled Yoo Jae Suk versus Kim Jae Suk, the dignity of Jae Suk. So they're both the two that has won Jae Suk awards on Running Man show. So it's Team Yoo Jae Suk and Team Jae Suk. Team Yoo Jae Suk and Team Jae Suk.
Can't it doesn't matter.
Team Yoo Jae Suk and Team Kim Jong Kook. Oh, my bad.
Radio. Okay.
안 돼. 괜찮아. 괜찮아. We'll just go from there.
Of course, Running Man is the only variety show that stars two Jae Suk winners currently, concurrently at the same time. Of course, there are a lot of other shows that have Jae Suk members but Running Man right now is the only show.
Yeah, so they start off, they have the Jae Suk house and Kim Jong Kook house, and the member gets to rotate. So it's not settled of which team you're in. Yes. You can change whenever you want, and it's individual among them. So every time you win, the captain, they win, then you gain points by how many members you have by 2 times. But if you lose, you just lose the amount how many members. And the whole point is trying to get first place, because first place gets exempted for penalty. The last 2 bottom gets penalty, and they get to pick 1 person to join them.
Yes.
So that's what it is. So the first one, they play hide and seek, and the 2 captains are tied together, and they have to go find each other's members. And so it's just when you find them, you call out their name. So, and then the second mission was...
the second mission was like a water...
Oh, the water
it was like a water game. So like you had an MC that you had 2 people compete against each other from opposing teams. And they tell them what body parts to touch, and then there's a bowl on the ground, and when you say bowl, then that person, whoever grabs the water bowl and splash the other person, they win.
Yeah, so there's that. And then it was lunchtime, and then the last mission was actually quiz, and then after that, it's whoever loses has to go pick up 3 flags that are out there in the mud flat. So the first one, Jae Suk and Kim Jong Kook were tied together, and like Jae Suk was just like, I have no plan because I'm not gonna win against him. Yep. He's just gonna drag me. Yep. And Kim Jong Kook's plan was to keep his team inside their house, but they actually didn't trust him, and they left, and they end up at Jae Suk's house where they actually got caught by Kim Jong Kook instead. So
yeah, so it turns out that all of the members, Kim Jong Kook's members that got found was because Kim Jong Kook took Jae Suk around those areas.
Yeah, so it wasn't even Jae Suk who went to find them. Kim Jong Kook found them again. Yeah. So Kwon Soo went the furthest. He ran into the mud flat, and he stayed over there, and he actually is the last one to be found. Yes. So they won that one. And then the second one, Kim Jong Kook, their team won. And then because they had more people in there, so it was constantly Jae Suk, their members are repeating because there's only 3 of them. And then during lunchtime was kind of a penalty to them, because if you pick Kim Jong Kook, you get to eat chicken breast and almonds,
you get to eat the diet
broccoli,
of that member.
That he eats. But if you get Kim Jong and Jae Suk, you get ramen, sausage, chicken, all these things like that, you know. So they actually, some of the members wanted to enjoy a healthy, just to enjoy lunch. So they actually picked Jae Suk a lot, so they got a good lunch. And onto the final mission, they had to pick. So they're just like, at that point, they're just like, Jae Suk's been winning most of it, and he seemed to be gaining more points. So they all picked him except for Ji-hyo. So Ji-hyo's the only one on Kim Jong Kook's team, and he's all, it's okay, we'll win. But just to find out that it's actually a quiz, so he's like, we're done. That's it, we're done.
And I think the thing was, I don't think the members other than Jae Suk and Kwon Soo understood the point of the game. Like, Jae Suk understood that the whole point is if you have the less amount of members, you have the lesser amount of members, there's no point in trying to win the game. Just lose, because you're only gonna lose by how much members you have. But when you have more members, that's when you want to win. Mm-hmm. And the thing was, like, only Jae Suk understood that, and Kwon Soo, because Kwon Soo knew when to switch back and forth, and Jae Suk knew when to give it his all, and knew when to not give it.
Yeah, so it ended up being Kwang-soo being our first place winner.
He won all the time.
He won every single mission.
Every single mission he won. Heck,
Yeah.
he even won the lunch mission.
No,
because
he went
because
to Kim Jong Kook.
no, because he went to Kim Jong Kook and he got on Kim Jong Kook's good side.
Mm-hmm.
Because he went over there to eat.
Yeah, and so
That's
he
a
actually,
win-win.
yeah, he actually wins, and he got the trophy, which they wrote his name on there because they didn't know who was gonna win. And so first place gets exempted, so he doesn't get punished at all for this episode. And it actually ended up being Kim Jong Kook and Ji-hoo who got punished, and they picked someone to join them,
Yeah.
and the three of them went out there to the mud flat to get the flag. So that was for this episode. It's hilarious. It has its funny just to see the members bickering, especially Jae Suk and Kim Jong Kook, and the members
I love seeing the members just troll Kim Jong Kook because obviously Kim Jong Kook and Jae Suk had to sign a contract that they would not be upset, they would not do certain things. Even though Kim Jong Kook totally broke that.
Yeah, he like after the first round, he just yelled at them and he stared at them. He got mad at them and Suk jumped out of the contract, reread it to him that he signed all these things. They're like, it's only been 30 minutes and you're turning around already. Yeah. But yeah, it's hilarious because they have to sign that. The PD always constantly bring it up like, you're not allowed to get mad. You're not allowed to get mad. But Kim Jong Kook got mad. But anyways, moving on to next week's episode is episode 548. Our guest is Jessie and Woo Young from Tupingen.
Wow.
The episode is called Catch the Stars Among Free Agents, Stars Contract War. So it's like free agent. They're going around trying to get contracts and all this stuff like that.
Yeah, so it looks like 4 members are agencies and they're trying to recruit
these free agents
to join their company. And it's a little bit, I get the vibe of the baseball episode where they were trying to recruit the baseball members to join their teams, and then after every game you get to give them money and their contracts, and whoever has the most money at the end wins.
Yeah, so we get to see that for next week. And from the preview looks of it, Kwang-soo cut his actual hair, but I just showed a picture that he did cut his hair, you know, because of that he cut his hair. I think he was actually planning to cut his hair. That's why he didn't care, you know. So his hair is actually shorter now.
It almost seemed like every episode since like 2 episodes ago, his hair had been getting shorter and shorter. So I think he didn't want to make it so drastic, and he was going little by little. But I think after this episode, he's gonna come back with a whole new haircut because he literally in the preview he literally like cut his hair for the members.
Yeah, so he cut his hair, but yeah. We'll see what happens in next week's episode. We actually do see Jae Suk singing with Sepsa. You know how Sepsa's on a different show where when singers come, him and his partner, they make fun of it. I actually watched an actual agency about it. So it looks like that's gonna happen, and we'll see what happens, turns out in the next week's episode. But stay tuned for reactions to this, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Yoo Jae Suk.
He's the man. He's had over a decade. He's had.
김정국 씨가 축하드립니다. 뱀눈깔 떼지 않기.
잠깐만, you can't do that.
He's good at
He's the
hiding.
greatest at hiding.
He's good, and Kwang-soo's dirty. So even if Kim Jong Kook drags Jae Suk, that's the thing. Kim Jong Kook bad luck. He can drag him to his team instead.
Yeah.
Yes, go! 들어와.
There's no cameraman chasing him.
They have to use a freaking drone. Yeah.
Are you for reals? That's so cute. That's so cute.
빨리 숨어야 돼. 내가 그냥.
That's like Kwang-soo's leg, because Kwang-soo was hiding him. What? He's so tiny there.
Whoa, he's gone.
Oh my goodness.
여기 누구 있다. 여기 있다.
Kim Jong Kook's partner.
있네.
Oh my god, they're so dumb.
뭘 겨울에도.
You're the man.
돌 어딘가에 광수가 숨어있어.
어? 저 아파요.
잡아요.
was gonna grab him.
또 지금 아니?
이거 물 자체가 이게 몸을 묶고 하는 거니까 저 집을 구경을 못하게 하겠다고 내 얘기를 했잖아.
이거 사이즈잖아.
먼저 발가락. 두 손으로 가요. 두 손으로. 디테일을 손으로. 네. 자, 오른쪽 새끼 발가락.
Yes.
입.
상체가 지금.
Yes. All three. Oh! Also just.
Are you his girlfriend? Are you his girlfriend?
지금 팔뚝이 너무 두꺼워서.
You did.
머리가리? 머리가리? Oh my god, so sad. You come down for real, man. Did we win? 몰라. Oh, you can move your shoulder though.
머리 파고. 어? 머리 파고. 어? 이렇게 하고 있지. 어. 야, 이리 와봐, 이리 와봐.
이거 저렴 없어.
Okay.
하나, 둘, 셋. 이렇게 하라고.
아 가슴.
맞아, 이렇게 해서. 이렇게. 내린 다음에 이렇게.
Oh, that's even easier than the way the PDs they did it.
이렇게 있잖아요.
Because you just-
접어. 그다음에 내려. 내려. 다음에 올려. 야하!
That's it's even easier. They didn't realize that. They thought
Yeah.
First place, exactly.
Exactly.
You did it.
토끼야.
Wow! Hey, you know what?
아, 공허해지겠네. 씨.
Oh no.
You're stuck.